Okay, so I think you already know how to import a text, and CreateStudio provides us a lot of different fonts. You're going to see a lot that I have favorited, and most of those are ones that I've uploaded, and so I used to be on a quest to upload a ton of fonts, and I need to clean this out. But I get notification from Creative Fabrica every day they have a free font, and I used to grab a lot. Now I'm more selective, but you can get some free fonts, or if you purchase fonts, if you have a brand font, you can add your own. Let me first show you too that in addition to the default fonts that they also have a bunch of Google fonts that if you want to click on download, it will be added to your font library. It looks like I downloaded a couple of these at some point, Antonio, so I had already downloaded those. But how do we upload a font? You're going to start with a text box, and then you can type a word. I often type the font name in there. I click on it. Right here where it says font, you're going to click on font. You're going to choose the plus to add. Then you're going to load a file. And this happens to be a font that was available on Creative Fabrica today that was free, so I grabbed it, and it provides you the two font types. I didn't point that out here. So you can choose these type of font types. You're going to load the file, and you just choose one. So you highlight it, and then you open it. I'm on a Mac, so it may look different on yours if you're on a PC, but wherever you find your fonts, I just have it in a file, in a folder on my desktop. So I'm going to name it. It was Quirky Outline. It already has the font type labeled, and I'm going to click Import. And there we go. It very quickly made the font. Then when you're in there, you can find it by search. So let's put in Quirky. I can find it. I can favorite it because I had imported it. You don't have to favorite it. Now, sometimes when you are importing files, this only had one type, the outline. I imported this Sahar font a long time ago, and as you can see, it had a lot of different font types within that font. Each of these are going to be a separate file. So let me show how you would import if it had multiple types. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to start with a text box. You're going to click on font. You're going to add. Now you're going to load a folder versus a file. So you're going to click load folder. Then I'm going to go to the fonts that I had. Let's just click this one. I'm going to open it because it had two different font types and I only need to upload one of those. So I'm going to select what it has is a bold and then a regular. So let's look at that. I'm going to select the file instead of the document itself like I did last time. I'm going to select the file and open that. Then it comes in and I am going to label it, and it has the two types, and I'm going to import it. And I already have one labeled like that, so I guess I will put I wasn't going to put that, but I will. Now I have my two. I have the bold and I have the farmhouse, and I can use both of those. If it were like this one, it's going to have multiple files. What is that, 12 or 15 of them? Sometimes you might find if it's only labeled italics, it's going to tell you it can't have two files with the same name, so you would have to label it. But if it's a font that's done a good job labeling their files, they're all already separate labels. So that's all you do. And if you decide you don't want it, then I can again look at the farmhouse. I can click on it and I can delete the font. And then you can delete that font. It's going to bring up a file that says, it didn't used to have to be a double click, so I'm not sure why that's happening, but I can proceed to delete the font if I don't want it, or I can cancel that request. And that's how you upload fonts. And then you can just do whatever you do with other fonts. You can change the color, the shape, the size, the opacity, the spacing, the line height, the alignment. You can then change everything that you want to do. So I hope that was helpful.